Are you ready for UFC 307 this weekend? Are you sure you're ready? Because it's going down in Salt Lake City this weekend, and you can get in on all the action with my partners at DraftKings Sportsbook. Right now, all new customers who bet $5 can get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app, sign up using my promo code Sonnen. DraftKings, the crown is yours. That's $200 in bonus bets instantly after betting just $5. You can use your $200 in bonus bets to stay in on all the action. If sports betting is not yet available in your state, don't worry. You can still join in on all the fun at DraftKings Daily Fantasy for a shot at winning cash prizes. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. New customers, use my promo code Sonnen. Bet just $5 and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Right now, that's promo code Sonnen only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Weigh-ins are over. I just came across a very interesting line. And I got to name drop Jon Anik. This was his thought. And I even said to him, I said, hey, John, nobody's had that thought. Can I have it? Can I bring this out? So if I'm wrong and you guys have heard this, then I apologize, but I hadn't. And it was as simple as this. It was John, Anthony, and I, and when we were visiting, the weigh-ins had just ended. And Kayla Harrison weighed in at 136 pounds, so she is not eligible to fight for the title. And it's an interesting point, though. Are you guys following me? So she's got her own fight. I understand that. Title fight, Pena, Pennington, both made weight as scheduled to go. But let's say one of them missed weight. It instantly becomes a non-title fight. So what the UFC would do is go to somebody that was eligible, if that was possible. And the first thing they would do there is to see who made championship weight. Or, even more unlikely scenario, somebody pulls out. Pena, for example, can't fight tomorrow for whatever reason. The UFC, much like the Dan Ige situation, the UFC would be able to scramble, but they would have to find somebody who had made or could make championship weight. So, big deal. And I realize the unlikelihood, but I can't turn anywhere, guys, without hearing about Kayla Harrison. If you guys noticed the press conference was not between Kayla and Vittoria, as much as she tried to make it about that, Kayla and Caitlin, and Kayla was coming at her hard. I mean, she said, you have an ugly face. Like, there's some things you just can't say about a person, but particularly a woman. Like, that's, you can't say that. All right. That's a jerk move. It didn't get all that much heat because Kayla's having to fend away Juliana Pena the whole time. Juliana Pena, who's great, by the way, she gets it at a very high level. Kayla Harrison gets at a very high level. So for those two to be in the same room, on the same stage, coming through the same speakers, yeah, they were going to find one another. But you don't want to know who got left out of the mix as champion of the world. And there's even odds going around who will be 135-pound female champion of the world at the end of 2025. So you got about a year and 2 months. And it is overwhelming. I want to say it was 12-1. When I saw it this morning, my partners DraftKings are the ones that have that prop bet posted, but it's Kayla Harrison, no surprise. Well, we got a lot of fighting to get through before we get there. And who she's going to draw into is wildly important because you could probably, at least in your mind, whether it played out this way or not, you at least in your mind could dismiss everybody versus Kayla. She's too strong and she can get to position. Everybody but Pena. Even in your mind, you can't fantasize and be sure that Juliana Pena, a lifelong wrestler, a training partner forever of Miesha Tate, is just going to get taken down and held down by anybody. Juliana Pena changes that entire conversation. It's not Amanda Nunes. That's taught, guys. Amanda's not coming back. And if somebody does come back, they don't come back to cut to 135. They come back to go to 145, which is a division that doesn't exist anymore. It's Juliana Pena. That's the one you got to keep an eye on, and that's a little disrespectful to Pennington. I agree, but I'm sharing with you the dialogue that's going around town, and it is very relevant. that Kayla Harrison, could she do this again? Could she do the weigh-in again? I believe would have made championship weight. I think it's a consideration she did not take into consideration.